too loud. And it's too bright. 1 second. That's better. That high. And that's... yes! Hi! It's I, Abiodun, your sensible goat. Last week was a little chaotic, because, you know, I deleted the Heartopia stream, because, you know, it was only 30 minutes long, and it got cut out, and I don't like having, like, technically incomplete content on the channel, because it looks weird. It doesn't feel like it. I like things to be nice and organized, and, you know, when the internet chops things up, it's not organized anymore. But yeah, I was a little bit bummed out. Whoops. I was a little bit bummed out on Friday, because I couldn't get my minimum, my minimum 3 streams in. 3 streams a week is not that many. So, you know, I'm just gonna be drawing tonight, because I'm too tired for revenge. There will be no Heartopia revenge stream, unfortunately. But it's fine, you know. It's just an update. They had prop hunt. They added prop hunt to Heartopia, which, you know, it's a thing that happened. It's okay. Sec. Had the cough. But yeah, it's you know, more of the same old same. I don't know what's going on. I tried to stream. I attempted. I didn't attempt. I just checked, you know, to see if everything was going okay, and I could do it yesterday, and it just wasn't cooperating. And so here I am now. Sorry about the background noise. Buildings collapsing. But yeah, it's just it's been a day. It's been a week. I am tired. You know, I just got off of work. I am not a fan of the high school gossip and drama aspect of some of the people I have to work with. It's, you know, if there's one thing I don't like, it's gossip and drama, especially high school drama. You might be thinking, Abby, you work at a high school? No, I don't work at a high school. I work at another place with other adults that just think that they're still in high school, and I can't stand that the type of conversation. It's like, oh my gosh, Becky did this, and it's just like, I feel like I'm losing brain cells. Every hour I have to listen to it, which is kind of a problem. You know, as a black person, I don't have, you know, a surplus of those to spare. But yeah, it's been a day, it's been a week, but the week's almost over, so it's gotta pull through, you know. I am excited for next week, because we're just 5 days away, I believe 5 days, away from the final act, Digital Circus in theaters. It's gonna be awesome. 1 second, if I hit this, oh god. There's my smile. That's gonna be awesome. I somehow managed to avoid spoilers this entire time. I don't know how I did it, but yeah, there was just not a large amount of people just, you know, spewing spoilers all over the internet, and I'm grateful for it. I get to, you know, go into this unspoiled, and I'm worried now about people, like, actually going to the theaters and spoiling it, because I bought a ticket when there was only 1 showing for Thursday, and since then they've added multiple showings, multiple earlier showings for Thursday, so I'm not gonna be of the first people to see it in theaters, because they've added more showings, earlier showings that same day. So, I'm just gonna have to, you know, hope that no one spoils the fun, like, as I'm walking into the doors of the theater. That's something I've been scared of. Let me make sure my tablet is on and that I can actually draw. All this needs to be closed. Desktop mode. I'm gonna be looking slightly to the left because of my positioning. Tablet positioning is over here now, which I've done in the past. But what the heck? Ew. Google updated some of their icons. I don't like them. Okay. Full screen. We're gonna be doing some of the rendering on the one Nikki overalls or suspenders image, because I have, there's two of them. Let's go to game. No, wait, not media, art. Well, that's working. That's good to know. Let me move myself up a little bit. There we go. Oh, where? Well, that was the thumbnail for when you talked about the last stream I did, which was my German oh my gosh, I even forgot how to pronounce this. Willingua. And with some Anki sprinkled in there, because I started using Anki again recently. Successful, what was I trying to... Successful, subtitles. So, it didn't understand everything I said, but the stream was mostly in German. I made sure to set the stream, stream/video language to German ahead of time, before I had time to process, and we got our German subtitles back. So that way, anyone who watches that stream who doesn't speak German can, turn on subtitles and auto-translate, and, you'll get about 15% of what I said, after Google's translate butchers half of it. I'm not helping, I'm sure, because my German's not great, but it's been fun, One thing I saw recently is Shikigami from First Stage. I watch I watch a couple of streams every now and then because I liked him in his past life, so, and if you know, okay, who Shiki was. Technically, quote unquote, past life, like he wasn't actually official. He wasn't official, but if you know about Shiki. And I watched some of his streams, and he did a stream recently where he played Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, but with someone else. I forget who else he was with. But the whole time they're doing the defusing of the bomb, they can only speak Japanese. I'm like, that's kind of interesting. I don't have any friends to play the game with, but I thought that was interesting. And I was thinking, I looked up the manual to see would I even be able to read this in German? The bomb defusal, the German word for, I don't know if it's I didn't look it up, but it's either, I guess, defuse or disarm. I would assume it translates to disarm. The German word is entschärfen, something like that. It's like to take away the sharpness of something. It's a word I'm probably not gonna forget. But can we get my actual image up, please? No? Well, might as well just open it. But yeah, ignore the noises. Ignore the noises. But yeah, I guess we can, there we go. I started rendering some of this, just a little bit here and there after my shifts. But yeah, I was looking at the Keep Talking Nobody Explodes, bomb defusal manual, and I'm thinking when Shiki was playing it, and the other person he was with, they can discuss other things outside of the actual defusing process in English, and they're reading the manual in English and just describing things in German. I was like, okay, if I could read the manual in English and then had to describe what someone had to... If I had to read the manual in German, they'd be dead. There's just not enough time. They would explode before I had the chance to get any information to them, because I'm just a very slow reader. I'm triple as slow reading in German, and it would not work out. If I could read it in English and then try to describe what I was reading in German, translate it to German, and tell the German person who was defusing the bomb, like, give them instructions, that might go a little bit better. Probably could go pretty smoothly. And of course, if I was the one defusing the bomb and a German person was reading or describing instructions to me, I'd be able to follow it no problem. That would be fine. But yeah, I thought it was a cool, interesting exercise for them. They both know, more Japanese than I thought. I don't speak Japanese, so I can't really gauge how well they were actually, speaking. It did seem like, small little bits, but, it's a start. So, that's cool. I don't know if Shiki's not. Yeah, but yeah, it was a cool stream, and it made me think about stuff in terms of my language learning journey, because that's fun. I like languages. Now it loads. Yay. Why does it feel like I am very loud? I don't know why. I'm not facing the microphone. Is it because I have this little barrier thing set up? Oh well. Well, we're gonna just finish rendering this. I can't think there was anything else I want to talk about. My phone is dying. Oh my goodness. I only charged my phone halfway last night, and it's not complete. It somehow did not die before the end of my shift. It's fine. There's chargers at work. I can borrow, other people's chargers. It's no deal. And I did charge it in my car on the way home, but yeah, I did not plug it in correctly last night, and by the time I realized, it was too late. It was too late. I'm gonna go back. Sorry about the noise. I'm sorry about the noise. Just ignore it. It's just creatures trying to bust in from another dimension. We're just gonna ignore it. Oh man, I hate that this is not... Wait, can I change this to... Ooh, perfect. There we go. I forgot I could do that. But yeah, it's what was I talking about? Yeah, it was a cool exercise. I put on a bracelet today. My bracelet, I almost lost them both. I have a lot of bracelets, but I never wear any bracelets because my wrists are too thin, and all the bracelets just slide right off. So it's like I don't even bother, because it's like if it's hard metal, and they, it's just a certain size and you can't do anything about it. It's I can't do anything about it. So, hey Trip, how you doing tonight? This is not a revenge stream. I am too tired for revenge. I'm just chatting, and I'm gonna, draw at some point after I get everything off my chest that I want to. And I will be looking to the left because my tablet's positioned over here tonight. But yeah, let's talk about how his previous German stream went pretty well. I think I'm definitely getting more confident. And then after watching someone else on their, on their language learning journey, I've getting more ideas for things I can do. Unfortunately, they may involve other people. I'm not great at dealing with other people, but I'm here to learn. But yes, actually, this model, I was talking about bracelets. My model has a bracelet, which you can't see because I'm not gonna zoom out. It's gonna be, but I always forget. First of all, whenever I draw images of myself, I always forget to put on the bracelet, which is kind of canon because I don't wear a lot of bracelets as is because my wrists are so thin and they just slide right off, and it's like, why even bother? I'm just gonna lose them. If I wear them, they'll be lost. I try to wear these 2 wooden bead ones that I have, and the beads I can twirl the elastic around some of the beads and make them tighter, which is what I did for some of the day, but it comes undone, and there's a lot of hand washing. I have to take them off every time I wash my hands, especially if they're wood. I don't know which one deals with water worse, metal or wood, but I don't want to get any of them wet. So yeah, me forgetting my bracelets in every image I make of myself in my default outfit is canon, because I like bracelets, they look pretty, I just don't wear them a lot because a lot of the bracelets I have actually were gifted to me. So if I bought bracelets for myself more often, I think I'd make sure to buy smaller sizes, or the types that fit better, like elastic bead necklaces. No, not necklaces. Elastic bead bracelets that can stretch and conform to your body. That's the last thing on the list of things I wanted to talk about. Was I've been looking. How I'm not gonna make this comparison actually, but I just see other people with 2D models, and I've been looking at potentially getting a 2D model commissioned, of course, because I don't want to make my own model. That's too much work. The cutting is the part that I won't want to do, and also transferring files. I can't. I have to. Working with other art programs that I have to switch between my computer, and it's weird. I don't know how to manage files really well when it cross platforms. So it is. I don't even know if I can have the ability. Oops. I'm just gonna keep talking right through that. Ignore it. I don't even know if I have the ability to export, with Medibang. I guess if I use, Clip Studio, it's fine, but I have no idea of, that file type I have to export everything as, and if it's gonna stay consistent, I just don't know. So, but yeah, there's been people I've been looking at, I've been eyeballing for 2D models, and, maybe we'll see something like that later this year. We'll see something about that. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna be going with VGen this time around, just because of, the whole stipulations. Ignore the noises. Ignore them. It's fine. Everything's fine. But I feel like you can get really good quality on VGen, but there's too many hidden things. The whole powder situation really turned me off to that entire website, because even with my model, I found similar clauses. They're oh, if you say something offensive, or we deem as being really offensive, we have the ability to retract your license. I'm okay, but what does that mean? Am I gonna get my money back, or are you gonna you can't sell the model to anybody else because it was custom made for me. So it's one thing doing that with the customizable models. That's more buying a license to use something that a lot of people use. That's one thing. But when you make something custom for someone else, and by the way, this part is after the clause where it says that I have complete ownership of the model. After that part that says, you have complete ownership, then it says, but, if if we see that if we deem any of your actions to be unjust, license can be revoked, and you will be forced. I don't know how you would enforce it, by the way. Okay, unless I'm getting my money back. You're not enforcing nothing. You don't get nothing. You can't take back your digital files that I paid for. Again, I don't think any of this would ever apply to me, but it's just something that's in the back of my head that I just don't want to deal with, because, you know, they try to make Powder delete every video she's ever uploaded, and that was, like, very, very sick. It's one thing to say, okay, just stop, from here on out, stop using this model, and then it's another thing to say, everything you've created with that model needs to be removed off the site. Yeah, delete all your work, and it's like, that's, I don't like it. It seems scummy, and, you know, I went out of my way to hire someone who is not an American or a British, non-American, non-Brit, non-Australian, and I still got clauses like that. So I don't know if it's just VGen forcing people to do stuff like that, but, Twitch, hi, what's this? The Plexing. Hello, Plexing. How's it going? How's it going? I am on Twitch, I believe. Am I not? Oh, wait. Yeah, I should be live on Twitch. I have not I did not check to make sure I had that checked, because when I was having issues with the internet yesterday, I thought about just streaming to YouTube, and I did uncheck the multi-cast thingy, but I did make sure to recheck it, so I should be live on Twitch as well. I'm doing good. That's good. I was talking about my future VTubing prospects. I'm gonna potentially be getting a live 2D model in the future, but it's probably gonna be from Fiverr. Like, I've gotten good stuff. I've gotten good stuff from Fiverr. It's, you know, you just gotta find the right people. Booplex, don't get me started. Hi, 800 years. 800 years for. Hello, how you doing? Oh my goodness, what? Ignore the background noises, please. Are they outside? I thought I heard screaming. Yeah, they are outside. And they are screaming. What are they doing? But hi. Hi. This is a chatting and art stream. Did I set it? Did I change my topic? Okay, it is set to art. I just want to make sure. There is going to be art. I just wanted the app for a little bit. Plexing. In 800 years. Hello. Welcome to the stream. My name is Abiodun. I am a sensible and grounded Capricorn mage who likes drawing pretty girls. And, yeah. So, actually, let me bring up a tablet. So, this is what I'm gonna be working on tonight. It's a picture of one of my OCs I started, like, a week ago, and I did sketches, like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, because I, like, got super inspired and did a bunch of sketches. So, line art I did a couple days ago, and now I'm just starting the rendering. So, yeah. That's gonna go into that. Awesome, yeah. You're just gonna hear a little click when I pop my pen out. There we go. But yeah, this is Nikki. Ignore these images are hello people. Triptis, hello. What is the app? This is Medibang Paint Pro. It is the mobile version, because I am on a Samsung tablet. But, should I go on illustration? So, yeah. It's it's pretty simple, good, decent app. I won't load. Here's another one I see. This character doesn't have a name. I put up a poll on Instagram and Nobody even checked it. So I picked a whole bunch of B names. What's that, German? Yeah. I speak a little bit of German. I do language learning streams where I like practice my German on stream. I trying to stream exclusively in German and you know, do my flashcards, do Lingua, which is kind of like Babbel and whatchamacallit, and I don't want to say Duolingo, because Duolingo's kind of like a beginner app, but like I would have streamed Duolingo before they went to the dark side. And also, Duolingo's not great once you get to intermediate, really. It's kind of great for starting out. You know, in the beginning, it's good. But after you like get to like conversational, it's kind of just not really worth it. So I was using Babbel and I stopped Babbel. Okay. And then I just recently started using Woolingua and Anki cards for flashcards. But yeah. And my tablet, all my devices are set in German for the purposes of language learning. My phone's set in German, my tablet's set in German. The computer I'm streaming on is not in German. That's like the one, this computer is like the one thing that I like left as is. But yeah. So if you see like when I'm saving and stuff, you see words and it's all in German. The app language and everything on this tablet is in German. But yeah, there's a bunch of backgrounds and scenes that I'll probably not do on stream. Wow, thanks. Oh yeah, it's rain. I did so many sketches last week because I just like got a burst of inspiration and just started writing, just scribbling everything down. So it's time to go back and finish some of that stuff. Why did I just notice you are a goat? I don't know. I feel like my horns are quite prominent. So like, yeah, I'm a Capricorn. Nautilus, what? I'm gonna have to delete in to see. Nautilus DLD, hello. Welcome to the stream. Say that again. Say what again? What did I say? Where did all these people come from? I'm not complaining. Remember, no, I have very, very shaky internet. And could go at any time. Sorry if there's a little bit of buffering. We are from r/Markiplier. No, we aren't. Okay. Should I be worried? I haven't watched Markiplier in ages. How's he doing? Let me turn this down to a bit. There we go. Alright, nice color. Oh my gosh, I hope it's not coming up on the mic. Yeah, they're just running around screaming in the middle of the night. That's awesome. Trying to figure out what the... I guess this has to all be covered in shadow here, and then... What the... Yeah, what? Plex, do you know these people? Are they your friends, or are they just, like... trying to, like, I don't know, mind control you, like, by just... making you think that you know them. What's the term? It's friends. Friends, quotation marks, okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Someone's either addressing the screaming, I'm not sure. Nobody knows who owns me. I could be any of them. But why do you gotta be such... You mean to be as well? Okay. Like, I don't care if you have beef. Juice ball. Hi. How you doing? I don't know what's going on. Whatchamacallit? YouTube's not saying... YouTube is not registering that there's like more than one person watching the stream. So I have no idea what's going on, but hi. Hello. Not spazzing out and let's watch this amazing art. Thank you. I don't know what to say, sorry. That's okay. You don't have to say anything. I am perfectly 100% fine with lurkers. You know, I have to feel, you know, pressure to the chat. If you just want to chill, then that's fine. I'm all for it. Alright, this doesn't go here. This one does. There we go. I kind of wing it when it comes to... Bro, don't lurk. Lurking's fine. Yeah, that's, you know. Playing Bendy. Okay. I need to... let's see, think, what am I doing here? kind of wing. Wing the shadows here. TikTok humor. Or whatever you call it. Ow. I am not on TikTok. I'm not on any social media except for Instagram. Which probably is bad for my channel health, but good for me. It's good for my personal health. Bus Simulator's peak. Never played it. Maybe I will try it. I do like simulators, so it did not occur to me to even look at a driving simulator. Maybe I will check one of those out one time. Why can't I? I need to turn my correction up. Oh, this part needs to be dark. I see. I'm going to buy a TikTok phone from Z Store and play it in my car. I have no idea what that even means. But, you know, good for you. Just don't do it while you're driving. I have no idea what I'm doing with this tail. Just gonna take all that off. No, this is deleted by moderator. That might be Seribot. As long as you're like not doing anything that's like breaking Twitch's rules, like trying to post links and stuff, the bot should leave you alone. But I can't even see from the. I have to actually open Twitch to see even what that was. Funk might literally be noise pollution. Okay, I don't know how. Oh my goodness. Why did it have to be right outside my window? I'm sorry about the screaming. I kind of like funk. I don't know how you pronounce it. Is it funk? Funk? I don't think it's pronounced like funk, because that's a different genre of music. But Yeah, most people wouldn't know that. I do care. I don't mind funk every once in a while. I have no idea how you pronounce that. I like primary music of choice is drum and bass. I could listen to it all day and never be tired of it. Alright, sorry about the noise. Oh my goodness, that pushed my thing into the red. Listen to Yar Funk today, brother, or there will be no tomorrow, brother. What the? Josh Ball. Alright, we'll come back and refine this later, because this is taking forever. Way too long. Much longer than it should. Okay, now it's fine. On to other body parts. Remember to save. Otherwise the autosave will kill everything. I guess this is all. Excuse me. YouTube. Oh my goodness. I might have to like open a door or something and say something to them because they're being very loud. And why does it just need to be this side of the building? Why can't they go to the other side of the building? Alright. This is very distracting, I'm sorry. There's lots of yelling going on. I can't hear any noise, so you good. Okay. There's like kids. What time? It's like 8:40. I know it's a weekend, but there's kids like screaming and running around outside, and it's like I don't want to have to say anything. because their father like gets really defensive whenever I say anything to them. Like, you're watching them, and I wouldn't have to say anything to them, but they're kind of, you know. So I want to avoid having to say anything because that could, oh my goodness, because that could lead to issues if their dad takes it personally, which happens sometimes. I'm not saying you're not doing a good job of parenting. It's just can we just not be screaming like at 9 o'clock at night? It's not quite 9 o'clock yet, but it's gonna be getting there. And also outside screaming at 9 o'clock at night. Like that's the it's one thing. It's bad to be doing it inside the building, but to be outside, it's like other people in like other buildings will be able to hear that now. Bro, where are you? Yeah, where are you watching me from? It's 2 a.m. Are you from Britain? Are you a British person? We're at the point where if the stream does die, I will get the VOD public, unlike my Heartopia. Oh my goodness, what happened? Alright. $7 p.m. right now. Okay. They're just one time zone behind. Maybe it's like 5 p.m. Okay. Like 3 time zones behind. It's California time. Sorry about the noise, it's just the pump. It'll stop. The noise suppressant will cancel it out after a couple seconds, but then every time I speak while it's on, my voice will be warbly. Yeah, stupid Californian. Oh, hey look, not all, I don't wanna take sides. I mean, California has problems, I'm not gonna lie, but, just because someone happens to be there doesn't mean that they're part of the problem, you know? I'm literally in the desert. Oh no. It was a hot one. It was a hot one today. It's gonna be getting hotter. No, it wasn't too hot. It was really nice. It was just really windy for me. Like on my break at work, every time I would walk out to my car, the parking lot was like just the worst, and my hair was getting blown all over the place. And the pollen's getting shot right into my eyeballs. It's just not a good time. At least there's no pollen in the desert. I mean, I would assume so. I have no idea what I'm doing with this geometry. So that, like that. And then scrunch that up. I feel like this needs to be more jagged. Why did everyone go silent? I go silent when I'm streaming sometimes art because drawing like uses the other, I forget if it's the right or the left side of the brain, but like whichever side it is, like drawing and talking use both like the opposite sides of your brain, so it's it is kind of hard to hold a conversation while you're doing like something art based. Hi, kickin' chicken. I'm surprised that you also requests open. Come on. No, I'm not taking requests right now. You know, maybe sometime in the future. But right now I just do personal projects, and in June, or is it July? Whenever Art Fight is, I'm probably gonna partake in Art Fight. So, let's see. Yes, that's good for right now. We're gonna do highlights. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Everything's falling apart. My power just flickered. I'm like, great. Right, I heard of it. I have never been in one. Yeah, you just if you have OCs, just post. You put your OCs up on a sticky on the board, and just be like, please draw them, and other people will draw them to rank up points for their team. So there's two teams. You pick a team, and you get points by drawing other people's characters. So it's basically just a giant art gifting event. And I'm planning, you know, as far as I know, as long as something doesn't come up, I'm planning to do it and stream the art process of making attacks. That's what the gifts are called, attacks. So I thought that'd be fun. If you're a little guy and you don't have a large following, then you know you could become a possible target. Because that's what I did. I didn't do it last year or the year before. I think like 2 years ago I was in it, and I go after the little guys, people who have no followers. Like, I want to, you know, because there's a lot of people who don't get like a single attack the entire event, and I'm like, that's sad. So I try to the power scale as much as people might not like that term in terms of this, but I'm not a professional artist, and there are artists that are they're even less skilled than I am, so I try to, you know, not punch too high above my class or too low. I made the mistake of punching a little bit too low in some of my attacks last time I participated. You do this with Epic and Kimbo. I don't know who those are, but sure. I have to want there in 9 months. Oh dear. I'll be right back. I have to go get some water. Alright, I'm back. What the heck is this music? Oh, see. Okay. honestly just surprised this stream has held up this long, because my internet was like very uncooperative this week. I don't know. Okay. Let's show here for the clips. I hear screaming now. It's part of this this song's audio, and it's like I was not crazy though. Earlier it was actual IRL children. Okay, we're gonna add some depth to this pocket here. And switch tracks again. Okay. Okay, and I think a teeny bit of shadow here. Let's figure out the right area to place it though. Alright, I think that's good. Let me just get up here. Some areas up here. Thought the track glitched for a second there. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Alright, let's send that on here. Okay, I'm gonna double this now. Chat broke again. Let me check something. Possibly. Compiler one's at least broken. Sorry about that. It's all a Prism. Why does it keep doing this? Sorry, Trip. I did not see your. I need to see it now because I switched just to make. Because I have to do my. So were those guys bots? I don't know. They seem like people. It was a I guess a gang of people came over from a Reddit. So, they weren't causing any harm, Trip. Also, I do think chat is broken. Oh wait, maybe not. Wait a sec. It's weird when I hit select. It doesn't, when I have the all, like the combined chat that shows me, Twitch and YouTube, nothing's moving, but when I switch to the individual windows, they're still there, messages are there, and they are still showing up on stream, as far as I can tell. Oopsie. Yeah, I think it's just a little bit delayed. Oh, it's not delayed. I don't know. Because it don't give me a timestamp, so I don't know if it's delayed or it's just the combined chat that I look at for everything is not updating, but the individual ones are, and they're still, compiler's still showing them on stream. So I don't know. It doesn't seem to be completely broken. It's partly broken. Say something. Actually, I can just write test in here. Cool. Okay, that showed up in combined. Cool. I just test something. Hmm. That is weird. That's never happened before. What is going on? Why am I so zoomed in here? I can't see anything. How do I zoom out? There we go. Let me zoom out again. I don't know. I can't write anything in the... Yeah. Neither my message didn't go out to either. Wait a second. Let me just try Twitch. That shows up. Does not show up here. Am I not live on Twitch anymore? Is that what happened? One sec, I just gotta check something. No, it says I'm still live. Oh well. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, there it is. Okay. So yeah, it seems to just be a bit delayed, and it's missing some messages entirely. Sorry. I will make sure to switch between the windows just to make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, so let's duplicate, cut out there. How hard of a shadow do we want to go for? I'm gonna make this slightly blue tinted. Alright, this doesn't affect that. So, here. There we go. Let's try multiply. Nope. Nope. That's not what we want. Overlay. Elf heaven. That's good. Let me try a different, darker shade of blue. That's too dark. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna maximum blue and just mess with the opacity there. Okay. Maybe 1 second. Okay. And save. Oh dear, there's a lot of cracks I missed. Boy. And that's because there are cracks in... Uh-oh. Oh dear. I'm destroying everything. I thought I was very careful to get all these little areas, but apparently I was not. No. You forget I have the opacity turned way down, so that's why I'm not getting the color I want. There we go. So I make this more lighter. That works. I literally could have just color picked from these references. Let's put in there. Now for the hair, my favorite. For citrusy, actually, wait, I should do those separate. Definitely gonna get some of this coloring. Maybe a teeny bit more blue, or nah, more a teeny bit. Well, no. This color that she has on the inside of her ears is a nice, works as a nice undertone for like the rest of her ears and tail. It's a little light. It's a little on the light side. We're gonna go just a teeny bit darker. That's good. And is that the color I made this? Why does that feel too dark now? Oh well. I probably should have waited to add this layer until later. And this is going to be a fade. Actually, wait. There we go. There we go. I'm going to try fading some of this too, actually. I love rendering. I love rendering so much. It's my favorite part of the whole. I'm sure a lot of artists say that, but it is just my favorite part of the art process. Let's see. Oh, wait, these are a little bit dark. I'm gonna probably fade this actually too. I want to find. Whoopsie. I don't want actually transparency on this part, so we're just gonna lighten it. There we go. And I think I forgot to draw another pocket here. Oh well. Alright, highlights. So I guess slightly towards the yellow side. Oopsie. Give it that nice citrus green. Oh, this isn't even, whatchamacallit? Add. I mean, that looks nice too. Let's do that. Need to change the undertone of this gem, which I know is much smaller than it is in the reference images. I wanted this to fit nicely on the bow, and we probably should have made the bow bigger. I don't know. Use this color. Good. Okay, just a bit of. Oh, we don't want to. Don't want to protect the alpha. What's going on? Okay, and then... Oh my gosh. Sorry about the noise. And I have some highlights for these pants. Keep forgetting to switch tools. Okay, that's a good color. Just a bit more correction there. Kind of have no idea what I'm doing. Can you tell? Can you tell? I'm gonna actually fade some of this to it look a little less awkward. That looks a little bit better. Okay. Abina. Abina. Okay. There'll definitely be touch-ups on this after the stream, but I kind of just want to get the broad strokes done and over with. Go, I have another one of these. I have not just one, but 2 pictures of Nikki in suspenders. And I haven't even started the line art on the other one. So, yeah. I love, I love using the airbrush to fade out some of these harsh cell shadings. I know I'm very biased towards cell shading, but I think this is a happy balance. Let me get inside her mouth there a little bit. Oopsie. And actually, we're just not gonna mess that much with it. Just a teeny bit of blush, not too much. Okay, and it's gonna erase. Actually, need some correction, just the right amount of correction, please. There we go. Come on, see that sharp point. Alright, that's close enough. Well, there we go. That's better. Okay. That looks pretty good. Maybe put a couple more strands here. Actually, no, wait, that's too much. Too much. I think that's good for right now. Actually, maybe we go back in here and use this layer for a little bit of red on the knees here. Just a teeny bit. Alright, yeah. Sorry. I think that's good for right now. Let me close this these reference images. And let's take a look-see. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Go back. Vorschau. In case anyone didn't catch on, Vorschau is German for preview. But yeah, I'm happy with this so far. Maybe a couple touch-ups after the, after the fact, but I think this turned out really nice. This was really fun to do. Her shoes could be better. I'm not great at drawing shoes. Maybe sometime in the future we'll do a shoe stream where I focus just on drawing like really cool, detailed, nice looking shoes. I don't know. But yes, this was very cathartic after the chaos that was Thursday and Friday, but you never saw that. It was nice to, you know, get back online and chat. I don't know what changed, but yeah, internet's been pretty stable tonight. Still, shorter stream because I do have to work tomorrow, and there are other things I'd like to do before I go to bed. So, but thank you to everyone who stopped by to say hi. I don't know where y'all came from, but I'm grateful. You know, if you like my content, if you like my art, consider following or subscribing. And I will see you all next time. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Goodbye.